What's up, everybody? We are. Oh wait. Oh. Let's change a few things. Sorry. Party audio, good. Okay. Hopefully you'll be able to hear my homies here, but I wanted to talk with some people and do kind of like a podcast slash stream of because they went to Bungie to check out the Taken King DLC, and I'm here with Seraphil, and right now is kind of not using his mic and maybe be AFC, but we don't know. So oh, okay, you are here. Okay. We do hear your voice. That's good. So we can go ahead and get started. Seraphil is going to be party leader, fire team leader, because
all right.
I'm still working on like hamster wheel connection, and I'm trying to fix that as soon as we get pushed up with some more money. We'll be soon. So yeah, did you guys actually read everything that they found out? That's okay, because
I read about the bulk of the information. I did not actually get to the Game Informer article, but it seems as if today I've kind of caught up to date.
Okay. I mean, I have the list of a lot of the kind of like points that they had. So what I was just gonna do is I was just gonna like read them off, and then we'll just kind of like talk about them for a little bit.
Yeah, sounds good.
So the first one is weapons, armor, class items, and even your ghost shell all offer perk customizations as well as increased power and light for your hero. That actually, to me, that actually makes me excited, because that means that they're going to be implementing, I'm hoping, different ghost shells like everyone's been kind of like pointing out, because I've been waiting for that stuff, because the only one we have right now is the Frontier shell. Yeah, that's the other thing. Well, we can kind of put that in the mix of it too a little bit, since it's talking about weapons and armor and stuff. The other thing that they were talking about is your level is not going to be based on your armor anymore. It's going to be based on just experience, like most games are anyway. So that puts into...
To my knowledge...
Go ahead.
Go ahead. I was going to say, to my knowledge, the leveling system is going to work very similar to 1 through 20, in that just any general activity in the game gives you experience, with obviously of level activity giving you the most. But yeah, you should just be able to play the game and get to 40 hypothetically, regardless of the gear you have equipped.
Yeah, and that actually makes me really happy, because when I first started playing and I got to level 20, and I was like, what do you mean I can't get any more experience and I can't level up any farther than where I'm at right now? What is this problem you were talking to me about?
Yeah, it seemed really cool to me at the time, because it was like, oh look, it's like, you know, kind of, I saw it as like item levels in like a normal MMO, or like, you know, World of Warcraft, for example, where it's like your character is a static level, but, you know, there is this other statistic to like kind of rate your power. And I kind of always saw, you know, 21 through 34 as that, but it's just so RNG based, it gets really frustrating when you feel gated by something you have no control over.
Yeah, especially up until the House of Wolves, the only way to be the level cap was to have the raid armor, and everyone just looked the same. They either had raid armor, or they had 3 pieces of raid armor and an exotic to get them to level 34. So it was just kind of really frustrating. And even now, most people are still running like I think yeah, like myself right now, I'm using. I mean, I've ascended more stuff, so it looks a little different, but I'm still kind of rocking the new raid, like the Prison of Elders stuff. I did ascend my Prime Zealot helm because I love that helmet, so I couldn't help it. So they changed it a little bit, but it's still kind of frustrating because then you have to still grind for the Etheric Light. So this is going to change it up a little bit to where you have more freedom to not have to worry about, oh, well, I can't wear this because I'm not going to be level cap, and I'm going to need to be level cap to do this next mission or whatever.
Correct. Yeah, and I think that kind of, like, is an interesting point, because now that armor pieces don't have this light stat, I wonder if they're going to add, like, more interesting perks that'll be, like, geared towards an encounter, kind of like, you know, the typical raid armor, but maybe even, like, with the... like even more so, like customization. But, and I'm actually curious to see what even happens with the older armors. Like, if you keep them, like, are they going to?
There's actually another.
Still have upgrade nodes or what?
Well, I was gonna kind of get to that on a different, like a later topic, because they actually did point that out of actually everything from year 1, and I was gonna hit on that later because it's kind of another lengthy conversation.
Yeah.
Let me look for another one here, because I wasn't gonna hit everything, but I wanted to hit a lot of the big stuff. All right, what about after the new DLC comes out, you'll be able to actually have new ways to interact, not really interact with the environment, but your ghost will be able to interact with, like, lore-based stuff. So pretty much your ghost will be able to read the Grimoire cards kind of in-game, is what it sounds like it will do. They said you'll be able to pull out your ghost, and I guess kind of like in Metroid Prime, where you could scan things and it would give you, like, information about stuff. It kind of sounds like it's going to be like that.
Yeah, or even like finding I forget those kiosks in, like, Halo, you know?
Yeah.
You can randomly find them hidden.
Yeah. I actually really like this, like, because even though it's not really story driven to where, like, there's cutscenes and all, which they don't have to be cutscenes for everything because there's a lot of Grimoire cards, but I hope that they interact with it a lot more than just, like, the main stuff. Like, it'd be really cool, like, if you get like, let's say, like, you get the Thorn or something like that, you can actually scan it and he'll tell you, the ghost will tell you, like, oh, well, this was wielded by this person and stuff. I don't want to kind of spoil it for people who haven't read the Grimoire cards, because if you haven't read the Grimoire cards, I would fully suggest go read them. There's a lot of good background story about stuff.
Online, like the Destiny wiki, I think you can read all the Grimoire cards, even if you, like, don't have them unlocked personally.
Yeah, I'm sure they have them all out there.
But I definitely think it's going to be awesome. It's a great resource for them to kind of, like, hash out, like, more of a living, breathing world, and just kind of bring some, like, potential extra, like, little bit of life, like, into the game. So,
speaking of the ghost, what do you think about the new voice actor replacing Peter Dinklage? What was his name? Let me find his name. Yeah, Nolan North. There it is.
I think it makes sense. Like, the Dinklage lines are just, like, so little, like, in comparison to the rest of the audio in this game, that it only makes sense for them to go back and re-record his lines. But I don't know. I think Nolan North will be great. I think a lot of Sony fans will be very familiar with him. He does the voice for, like, Nathan Drake and David from The Last of Us.
Oh, okay. See, I didn't really know who he was too much. Like, I knew Peter Dinklage, but I was like, Nolan North.
He's a really popular voice actor in the video game realm. I forget all his roles, but I think he does something in the newest Dragon Age, and it's not uncommon for him to voice one or more characters in particular video games he's in as well.
Well, that's cool. I mean, I have full faith in Bungie trying to revamp the Ghosts. That also excites me because it makes me feel like they're going to be using more dialogue in the cutscenes. Which, by the way, if you haven't seen a clip of kind of Bungie talking about it, they have more footage and stuff. And I did notice that there was a scene where crap, I can't remember the Hunter Vanguard. The he's talking to the. Yeah.
Cade 6, right? Cade?
Yeah. He's like actually talking to the shipwright in a cutscene. Like I don't remember seeing a Guardian there, but he's talking to like the shipwright and he's moving around. It's not just a standing there.
Holiday.
Yeah, it's not just standing there and talking to someone. It's like it looks like there's an actual like scene going on where there's things happening. But it excited me a lot because I was like, are they actually going to put like more involved cutscenes with a deeper story? Which they did say that they're focusing more on story a little bit with the Taken King coming out. So.
Oh god, I'm gonna die.
Oh crap, I missed my grenade. Alright, let me back up here and I'll find another point for us a little bit.
Yeah, no, I think the new cutscenes look great from what I've seen. I really love the look of the Dreadnought. It's just massive.
Oh yeah. Really
like
quick
a
though.
Skyscraper flying through space. Well, that's all things.
Yeah. I do want to hit this because I thought this was actually really cool. All of the original missions have been reorganized, contextualized, and placed within a larger quest framework. Even older subclasses have dedicated quest lines that explain their use and place in the world, which I kind of didn't expect them to do something like that.
I really want to like level a new character up, and I think I might actually delete my Titan just to kind of get the new like Destiny experience. But obviously vault space is going to be a significant issue, so it may not happen, but I think it might be fun just to kind of replay through everything.
But that just the storylines for new subclasses.
Well, you can, but it's like you don't. And you just play through all the original missions and like see everything the same. I mean,
the only one
you can just replay the first mission.
The only thing you can't do is replay when you're woken up. That's the only thing you can't do.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like that's like half the. I don't know. Half the beginning. Yeah. But I don't know. Maybe they'll add a little, Easter egg in there for people like the newbies. Make it seem like it makes a little more sense. Like, how's this dead dude just being reanimated out of nothing?
They're also changing around your HUD a little bit. It says holding L2 on the pause screen gives an instant glimpse at the energy types equipped on each weapon. New item and subclass visual icons have been redesigned for quick recognition at a glance. So it sounds like they're making it easier for you to be able to tell damage types and I guess like redoing some of the icons or something, which I don't really know about that.
Like, when you hit L1, but doesn't L1 currently rotate? Did you say L2? Is that what you said?
L2 on the pause menu.
Okay. Yeah, and let's just like pop out like your stats for all your gear to the right and left of the respective items, I imagine.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
Kind of like when you compare, like, you know, if you have a weapon equipped and you put it over a similar type, it'll like, you can compare the stats.
Right.
Probably like that, how it pops up.
I mean,
pretty cool though.
I guess it sounds like it's useful. I didn't see that it needed to be changed too much. Like, I don't know. I guess I'm just old-fashioned. I don't feel the need to be lazy, kind of thing. If that makes sense.
I do wish for like the other min-maxers out there, like myself, they would add just numbers to the end of the bar charts on all the gear, particularly the weapons.
Well,
So you kind of see like a numerical number for like, you know, what the different attachments do. Because sometimes it's like just barely a sliver of like green, you know?
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, that would be a little bit better.
Like, I wish there would just be a number there at the end. I mean, still keep the bars for like visual reasons, but you know, is a sliver, is that 1 point? Is that 2 points? Like, I have no idea.
Well, they are doing something to the strength, discipline, and intellect. They're changing those so that they have numerical values to help make it easier for you to understand how much quicker it's going to be instead of just percentages of how much faster it's going to be. They're going to actually give you a number.
Oh, like a second or something?
Yeah, they're going to give you like, okay, it sounds like they're just going to be like, all right, you're going to save like 20 seconds if you have like this much or whatever. Instead of it being, no, it's gonna increase this % more, and it's like, okay, that's great. How fast is that? Because it was kind of hard to figure out. Let's see. Okay, so I'll talk about this before we get. I'll talk about a negative kind of thing before we get into a positive kind of thing, which is going back to all of the year 1 gear that we're using right now. They